What up, folks? It's Bunny Love. Deborah Staggs, the woman that was body slammed in front of Popeyes, speaks out for the first time. Let's talk about it, guys. Okay, so let me just get started with, on the picture here, this is Deborah Staggs. This is the lady that was slammed in front of a Columbia, Tennessee Popeyes, which really actually isn't far from me. It's about 45 minutes north of here. I would have assumed that they were a little bit more calm and chill in the Columbia area. They're obviously not. They get pretty crunk out there. They don't play. But I just want to say that the situation with Miss Deborah Staggs has nothing to do with the Popeyes chicken sandwich. I want to make that perfectly clear because a lot of people get that misconstrued when it comes to any issue having to do with Popeyes. The Popeyes chicken sandwich is this new hot thing. Well, really, it's not really new. It's been around for a while, but it just went viral recently within the last few months, and everything that goes on at a Popeyes is now being linked. People want to link it to this sandwich here. And that's just not the case with this story. Or at least I don't believe so. According to what I've been reading, the sandwich is not in connection. It has everything to do with Miss Staggs going and trying to place an order. And there were some words exchanged between her and the employees behind the counter, and the N-word was thrown out there. Yes, she called them a nigger, and that's what set them off about the situation with slamming her. So the Popeyes chicken sandwich being so popular, and it went viral so much to the point where they're sold out just about everywhere that you go, has nothing to do with this lady. So I'm going to get into this story, and I wanted to just put that out there before I even started with this story. The Popeyes chicken sandwich has nothing to do with this. It has everything to do with employees just didn't get along with the customer, okay? Okay, so the woman who was body slammed outside of a Columbia, Tennessee Popeyes restaurant is now a viral video and is speaking out for the first time. Deborah Staggs, 55 years old, is recovering after the attack by a Popeyes employee left her with a broken arm in 16 places, 9 broken ribs, and a shattered kneecap. It's the accusation that she used the N-word, however, that Staggs is most concerned about. The grandmother says she never called a Popeyes worker a racial slur, which is what reportedly led up to the violent encounter earlier this month. Despite employees recalling Staggs' use of the N-word, she said 29-year-old Darius Hughes, the former Popeyes employee, which I'm not sure what happened. I don't know whether or not he just went on ahead and quit or got fired, but I would have assumed he got fired after that. But anyway, the former Popeyes employee that reportedly body slammed her was told a lie. According to another Popeyes employee, Hughes, who was charged with aggravated assault, slammed Staggs to the ground in a parking lot outside after he believed Staggs called his sister, who also worked at the restaurant, the N-word. Staggs, who returned to the store because of a $13.11 overcharge, said that one employee told everyone that she used the racial slur and that things escalated from there. See, that right there just goes along with what I said in the beginning of this video. The chicken sandwich had nothing to do with it. Now, she may have ordered the chicken sandwich, which is what caused her to be overcharged. But overall, this had nothing to do with the chicken sandwich. And videos have been going viral. Anything pertaining to Popeyes goes completely viral now because of this chicken sandwich. Because the chicken sandwich initially went viral, now anything pertaining to Popeyes goes viral, and people think that it has everything to do with the chicken sandwich, and in this case it does not. Obviously, according to this blog here, it's because they said she called them the N-word, which I absolutely believe. I believe she got frustrated. I believe she got mad at them telling her she needed to leave the store. Get out. You got to go. You're holding up my line. I have other customers to take care of. You're hurting business. That's basically what they were telling her in that video that went viral. And she got mad because they were not doing what she felt they needed to do as far as getting the fact that she was overcharged taken care of. And she more than likely came out and called them a nigger because she was frustrated. I believe that. I do. I have a right to my opinion, and I believe that. A lot of the reason why I believe that is because black folk usually are not going to go off on you like that unless you've called them a nigger. Yeah, they were offended to the core. I'm not saying it's right. I'm not saying that they were in their rights to attack this woman physically. Obviously not, because, you go to jail for stuff like that. It's against the law. You just can't do that. You can't go around attacking people. If they want to use the N-word, let them use the N-word. Let them use it. Who cares? If you know you're not a nigger, that's not how you respond. But that's how a lot of people of color respond. They don't like that word. I don't like it either, but you got to learn how to control your emotions at some point. These people didn't. They got very upset at the N-word. Yes, the N-word will make you upset when you're a black person. Yeah, it will totally anger you beyond belief. But even with that anger, you have to learn how to control yourself. Same thing happened with Trina at Walmart just recently. She was called a nigger by another customer, according to her, which I believe because of how Trina's response. She went totally off. Black people aren't going to go off on you like that unless you've called them a nigger, which we are very emotional about. I think that she expected them to get emotional. I think she expected them to feel some type of way behind using that word, but she got a little bit more than she bargained for. She didn't think they were going to beat her up, and that's exactly what happened. This is why I believe that the N-word was used. Just the way the whole situation went down. These folks are not going to slam you for no reason. You gave them a reason. I'm not saying it was the right way to deal with it. I'm not justifying what they did. It is wrong to put your hands on people, but this is just how some people deal with it. So they're paying the consequences. Somebody got arrested and lost their job. Let me go ahead and continue reading this. It horrifies me to hear somebody use a racial slur towards anybody because that's offensive, and I didn't do that. Well, come on, you guys. We in the South. Well, I am. I'm in Nashville. I'm about 45 minutes outside of Columbia, Tennessee. We down here in the dirty South. And this is really where it occurs everywhere, but it really occurs down here. You in Tennessee, what do you expect? Come on, what do you expect? That was hurtful. I would never, ever be accused of that. Staggs told Fox 17 News. So she told the Fox 17 News reporter that she would never use that word, and I think she's lying. She's trying to play the victim, almost kind of like she didn't say what she's being accused of, and she was just attacked for nothing. Once again, I am not justifying what happened. They were wrong to respond that way. You don't go around beating up on grandmothers. You don't do that. What they should have done, they should have just called the police and had her removed from the store if she was that much of a problem. To slam her is why they on the concrete in front of the store is why they're in trouble now. This is why you got to think about the consequences of your actions. So calling them a nigger was wrong. I absolutely agree. She was out of order, but the way they responded to it was even more out of order because look, now they're in trouble. She says she didn't leave the restaurant after repeatedly being asked to because she wanted to defend herself against the accusation. What bothered me so much, I'm not arguing. I'm a military daughter. I'm very direct. If you accuse me of something I didn't do, I'm going to correct it. It just feels like I'm in a nightmare, Staggs added. I don't understand why I even feel sorry for the individual who did this because I felt like he was told a lie and provoked. My heart breaks for him because it destroyed my life and it destroyed his life. Okay, all right, I hear you. But I don't know what to say, really, except for the fact that they just both were wrong. If she did use that word, it's speculation. You can't really tell from the video. I'm just going by belief. I believe that she did use that word because black people aren't going to go off on you like that if you didn't use some type of racial slur. If you're going to use those type of words, just be prepared for what happens. Once again, I'm not justifying it. It's wrong. That's not how I would handle a situation like that. And I've been called a nigger before. When I worked in retail, I've been called it several times because that's how customers get when they're angry. But you just have to learn how to control your emotions and control yourself. You have to just put in your mind, okay, well, this is a very ignorant person. They don't know any better. They're going off of what they've been taught. Once you put that in your mind and you know that you've encountered somebody that knows no better and knows no other way, then you can control your emotions a little bit better. So I feel like both parties were wrong. And even if she didn't use the N-word, which I strongly believe that she did, but if she didn't, she should have just left the store and reported the whole incident to corporate, because the issue was already heated and had escalated by then anyway. So when she was asked to leave the store, she should have, to keep the trouble down. But it got worse when she decided she just wasn't going to go anywhere. So this is what happened. Both parties were out of order. They were wrong. I have, I'm sure you guys probably already saw it because it went viral. But for those that didn't see it, I actually do have the video of her being slammed in the altercation. It is very disturbing. Some people may not be able to take what they're seeing here. So I'm just letting you know ahead of time for those that have not seen this video. But I have the video here, and I just want you guys to watch it if you've never seen it, and drop your comments and your opinions on what you think of this altercation and how it went down.
Put your hands on me. Smack me. I want you to. Smack me. Do it. Do it. Do it. Smack me. Smack me. Smack me.
I wasn't trying to hit no damn button.
You got the sister. I'll dust your tail line. I'm going to talk about you being that female.
Let me tell you something. You don't act like that. Put a phone there.
Come on that way.
Hey, you in the wrong place. Hey, you in the wrong place saying the N-word, though.
I'm black as you are.
Yeah, I gotta go and put her out. She gotta go. Put her out.
And what we got your money to get out. Before I call the law on you and forcefully remove you.
Ladies, have the law of my family. So
I don't give a damn if you have my mama your family.
bring it.
Yeah, she go.
She wanted me to go
Oh shit. Damn. Golly.
All right, you guys, just wanted to share that video and let you see if you've never seen it before. I'm sure most of you have, because it did go viral a couple of weeks ago, and now the victim is speaking out about what happened. Follow me on all social media platforms. The ending of this video will have just where you can find me on the net. And let me know what you think in the comments, your opinion, thoughts, all that. It's always interesting for me to just see other people's opinions, how they view the situation. So your comments will be very much appreciated here. Thanks, you guys. Please do subscribe if you haven't already. Welcome to all of my new subscribers that are here. Just recently did a video that did a little bit more than I thought it would do and got a bunch of subscribers. So thanks for being here. Thanks, guys. Take care. Have a wonderful, beautiful day. Enjoy later on. Don't forget to add the underscore when adding me on Instagram.